Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Monarchs, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the London Monarchs. Hello, everyone, as the postseason continues here on EA. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game. That they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? They're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Christian Harris, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Monarchs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills going to take over again on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Gary, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On play action, Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen is going to flip one out here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Throwing now is Allen. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Monarchs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
They'll run on 1st down. Gary, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge is successful. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Monarchs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Allen now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Finding space at the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack on first down, Allen under pressure, they got him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big connection on that one. 58 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Monarchs will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As it's time now to send you back.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. On 2nd down, Dawkins.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
16 yards of 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dawkins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On third down, Dawkins. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Hey, check that, street.
Up the middle they go. Dawkins, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Monarchs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
From the 41, Allen, pressure comes and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards.
And the Monarchs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Allen going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Allen now looks to throw, and his pass incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
It's a quarterback sneak, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they've earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now Allen again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. It's a big play there. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He finds his man complete. That's Oliver. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 44, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.